Most of the people not turning out to go and be tested because of course, fears that have been leveled. And that aside, I think it's important then we go back to where Andrine Kilemi is, as Education CS Magoha is set to receive interim report for the Education COVID-19 Response Committee at the Kenya Institute of Curriculum Development. Indeed, the committee was tasked with ensuring that they rework an academic calendar in keeping with the time lost due to the COVID-19 pandemic. So, Andrine, if you can hear me?
Linda, I can hear you, and as you rightly put it, we are live from the Kenya Institute of Curriculum Development here in Nairobi, where we are now waiting for the Cabinet Secretary for Education, Professor George Magoha, who is set to receive an interim report from the Education Response Committee that was formed just to plan and reorganize the school calendar, which has been greatly affected by the spread of coronavirus. It is now about 3 months since schools were closed, and over 18 million learners have been affected by the spread of the virus. Now, it is clear that different stakeholders from the education sector have openly contradicted on whether to reopen schools or not. Just the other day, the Kenya National Union of Teachers, the University Academic Staff Union, in conjunction with the Kenya Medical Practitioners and Dentist Union, were also submitting their joint report on the same. And some of the recommendations that were put out was that exams should be pushed to the first quarter of the year 2021, and that students and pupils should remain home until the coronavirus curve is flattened. As of now, Linda, we are just waiting for the Cabinet Secretary for Education, Professor George Magoha, who will be speaking to us a few moments from now, and we all cannot wait to hear what he has. We do not know whether his recommendations and the recommendations of the response committee that was formed and led by the KICD chair, Sarah Ruto, will be equally the same as those of the Kenya National Union of Teachers and the University Academic Staff Union.
But not before you get to, of course, tell us, having been following up on matters education for the longest of time. I mean, we've seen other countries, the likes of Uganda, saying that they cannot distract the calendar of education, and students who are supposed to sit for the national examinations will proceed to do that. Same applies to other different countries across Africa. And of course, different, proposals being given or fronted as it stands right now. And the government at some point maintaining that the exams will not be distracted. What will be your predictions first of the report, and what you expect that CS Magoha is going to address in regards to the same?
Linda, I cannot be able to predict what the Cabinet Secretary for Education is going to say, but we hope that whatever he is going to put out there will be in the interest of all learners. As you understand, over 18 million learners have been affected by this particular pandemic. We are in day out saying that students are learning from home using the online materials, but as we understand, some of our kids and some of our children back at home are not able to access technology, which is a bit expensive here in the country. We have seen the likes of children and students from parts of Mandera, parts of Marsabit. A report was released just recently by Usawa Agenda indicating that 22 out of 100 learners in the country are able to access online learning, and out of 10 parents, only 6 are able to assist their kids in that particular area, which is technology. So as of now, what we can do is just wait and hear what the Cabinet Secretary for Education has for us.
Waiting for that very report, Andrine Kilemi, and we're looking forward to hear from you later on the comprehensive bulletins that we'll be having. Thank you so much. It's now time for us